Hey man, so I'm out here undercover as a pig goblin in the army of this big scary green dude, and I'm not quite sure what we're trying to accomplish because we're not really invading any towns. We're just setting up encampments outside them and then staying in them. Like, we set out these multi-platform wooden towers, but then nobody ever leaves. They just kind of stand around and dance. Like, occasionally one of my other goblin buddies will roast a big generic piece of meat on a rotisserie, but then nobody ever eats it. It just kind of sits there. So I like grab a chunk or two because like I'm not turning down food, but I don't know how the rest of these guys are keeping their weight on. Maybe they're sneaking some apples when I'm not looking. Oh, speaking of apples, I've got the craziest fucking story. Like I was hanging out with some other pig goblins in this giant skull. What it was the skull of is very unclear to me. Like, did giants roam this land? When suddenly I kind of looked to the side and realized there's a fucking barrel of TNT like 5 inches from our open fire. And as I'm about to introduce this topic, suddenly a flaming arrow comes through one of the skull eyeballs and just blows the whole thing up. I got lucky. I managed to cover myself with a pot lid, so I just had like a couple little scrapes. But it did not turn out so good for my buddies there. But anyway, I run outside right after that, and what do I spy with my little eye but this ridiculously energetic elf twink kid just going completely nuts at a 8 foot tall horse hog. And the hog managed to nick him at one point with the big stick it was waving around, and then this kid pulls like 30 apples out of his pocket. It was like a fucking clown car. I don't know how he even did it. He's just, they're gone. He's all better. Got that shimmy in his step, and man, he just decapitated that damn thing. I managed to get out of there, I took off my goblin mask. I'm done. I don't play that shit.